hello.
You guys have been talking to.
We'll begin talking about the singles of the week. Right this second, I'm going to start. Django, feat. Self-Esteem.
So much feet this week.
With the song Complete Me. Now, I don't know about you boys, but very recently I've been completing myself every night.
Oh, God. Filth.
Hope it's not as messy as this song.
Utter filth.
Speaking of filth, this song is trash. It needed another vocal take.
Oh, 100%.
As a bare minimum across the board. Musically, it was very familiar to a lot of sort of like early 90s, late 80s dance style tunes. It felt like it was just a rip-off of a different song, to be honest, with the instrumentation. But yeah, just I can't believe I sent you a voice note, boys, didn't I?
You did. I will insert that now.
Sorry, first song in. There is no way Django or Self-Esteem were happy with this final product. I refuse to believe that. What the fuck is this?
It's been fucking right inserted up there now, isn't it?
Can't wait to.
That's inserted.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. Any wage. I agree with what you're saying about the poor vocal take.
Thanks.
It was all right. I didn't hate it as much as you did, but I'll probably never revisit it. Unnecessarily long outro as well.
I never said I hated it, Carl.
Well, you said it was trash, so I implied.
But I do hate it.
Let's just make that clear. I definitely agree that vocals needed redoing completely. Just like in terms of the actual how well she sang in the take, and also the quality of the vocals just didn't sound good at all compared to the music. It was so weird, and then the music sounded so generic. Like you could get any producer in the world to make this beat. It didn't sound unique in any way. Really, just a poor song. But also, if it came on in the club,
No.
In the club.
Not
but that's
even
what
then.
it's just such a generic song.
Yanni,
Like
you've danced to worse in the club.
I can't remember.
Wow. I can assure you have.
Moving on to slowthai with the song Feel Good. Yet to by listening to any one of his songs.
Nice. That's going on the Fools Awards, that one.
Is that it? Are you done?
Mm.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I didn't even like this one, and I'm the resident slowthai sympathizer in terms of music, not in terms of previous actions. Just like to get that clear. Allegedly. Maybe.
We saw it.
Allegedly.
Everyone saw it.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. This one was just boring. The vocals were annoying. It was too tame. It was very short, but I'd say that was a good thing in this scenario.
Long enough. It was. Turn to Yoda.
All right, Yoda.
I didn't.
Come on, Liam. Fucking hell, get to it, will you?
I'm literally just.
You're listening to it, are you?
No, I started speaking the minute you stopped speaking.
Pop
So shut up.
black there, Yanni. Fucking hell.
It's just messy. I just didn't enjoy it. It just seemed like I don't know what he's going for in this song. I don't think the vocals sound good, the same as last week. I was a bit more hooked than the song from last week, musically, but it felt like it was ripping off Jamie T and not good. Not being good about it.
Not being good. Well, that's funny because that trend continues with the next one, and it's by our favourite artist,
Kelly.
Keel, with the song "Someone to Make Me Laugh." I needed someone to make me laugh after listening to this.
I need someone to slit my throat after this.
Bit harsh, boys.
Nope,
Bit
that's my review.
No, he wanted to commit.
It was, but I thought it was quite nice. His vocals, I just maybe bias comes into play, but I enjoy.
I think it does.
The soft nature of the track. This soft boy likes the soft track.
I
Mm.
really don't like his vocals on a song like this. Like, they work really well on a hectic, like, block party song. These slower tracks, I just find his voice really annoying.
I hear
and,
that,
like,
and I
grating.
raise you. I still remember
Mm.
and signs to
But,
name
like,
but a few.
Better songs.
Yeah, well,
you
yeah,
know?
obviously.
So I think part of that plays in, but I just feel like in this song, it's very kind of the way he sings is really overdone, and it's so prominent, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
the next one is The View. I don't know if they're making a return after a
Yeah,
while.
this is the first release in 9 years, I think.
Wow.
I'm sure Yanni is about to say we should have just left it or something along those lines.
Yeah, it feels like they should have just left it.
I
Yeah.
know him so
Um,
well.
I thought, actually, my exact words were, Cal fucking loves this.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I thought it was decent. I thought it was
Yeah.
a decent return. It's not pulling up any trees, were my precise words.
That's not a saying, Callum.
is,
Stop
we've
trying to make
discussed
it a
this.
saying.
I thought the chorus was decent. I like his voice, always have. And my biggest takeaway from it was that the artwork reminds me of Silver Side Up by Nickelback.
I thought exactly the same thing.
Mm.
I couldn't
This is
remember what
why
the name
we're
of the album
friends.
was, but that's exactly the
Well,
album picture
Well,
I
that's
didn't
why he reminds you.
Wow. You're on fire this week, Yanni. Do I need to talk about the song? Yeah, I thought basically the same thing. This is a Callum song. Callum's going to enjoy this, and I didn't really. No.
It's probably going in
Okay.
my work playlist, so I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm.
Temples. Another track. We covered them last week, and they're back again. Is Cicada. Or,
I was
if you want
hoping
to say
they
it wrong, Cicada. And this sounds a bit more like what I'd associate them with, but it isn't good.
I'll come in here. This is not what I, again, for same as last week, not what I'd expect from Temples. So I don't know if we're just
All right, contradicting each other there.
living two different lives here. This sounds like a Blossom song to me.
No.
There's something about the melody, I think, is very Blossomsy. I'm not saying it musically, it's not very similar, but the melody is very Blossomsy. And that's not what I'd expect from Temples in terms of their melodies and stuff from like the first album. Like there's some good sounds and stuff, it just as a song didn't grab me at all.
I enjoyed it, which I'm sure you're all shocked by. Yeah, it's just shaping up to be a fun album, I think. I like the frantic chorus. It was a nice juxtaposition from the verses. It's been a while. I didn't feel like we said it last week.
We didn't. You brought it back. Next up, we have with the song Glue Song. The song Glue Song. Glue Song is the name of the song. And it's pleasant sounding, but it's also boring.
You have read my notes.
Yeah. Spot on, mirrors, yeah.
Never going to return to it.
I'd rather sniff glue than listen to the glue song. I'd rather eat glue. I reckon
it's not that bad, though, is it?
What, eating glue?
Glue?
Speaking on experience, yeah, it's
No, it's a perfectly pleasant song. Yeah, I think that's hit the nail on the head.
I think that's an overriding theme for the week.
Yes.
I feel like we're getting into the better part of the week.
What's better than this, though, like glue song, is if you put the PVA glue on your hands, let it dry, and then you peel it off.
And then you lick it
that's
off.
like, I want to annoy you. That's great. I missed that in primary school.
You can still do it now as an adult, you know.
No.
When you're looking for your prime in the shop,
they don't let me buy it anymore.
It's probably less embarrassing to go and pick up a bottle of PVA glue.
PVA glue. The lemon twigs. Again, back.
The boys are back.
In town.
Boys are back.
Any time of day. I mean, I would listen to it any time of day. They're nailing the sound that they're going for.
Smashing it.
I can't commend them enough on that. And the harmonies in this song are fan-tabby-dozy.
Wow. Couldn't agree more, Yanni. This is not slowly, rapidly becoming my most anticipated album of the year. Which last week would have taken a long time for me to guess that Lemon Twigs would take that accolade. It reminds me of a Toy Story type film.
Okay.
Toy Story type film, so not Toy Story, but a film like Toy Story, like Small Soldiers.
Oh, what a film!
Oh.
What a film!
Yeah.
Belter of a film.
Oh,
very not like Toy Story though.
It's absolutely not. There's just purely toys.
Toys alive.
And the key change at the end, or the just luscious, big lusciousness, greatness.
Yeah,
have arrived.
Greatness.
The key change and all the chord progressions. Oh, it's just beautiful. And there's that chord in the verse where it goes to, which is very like.
I think there's more than one.
There's a couple. And there's one that's like, it's like it's a minor
like
or
what?
something goes on, some sort of thing, and it really sticks out. And then the bass, there's this lovely little thing, and it's hits me every time.
Can you demonstrate that with your mouth?
I don't know it well enough to copy it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Just
Can
cut
you
across.
Make some bit up though.
Just cut. Oh, okay.
You want me to what? Sorry.
Make some bit up. Okay.
Yeah.
Progress asking. Dry cleaning up next with the songs Swampy and Somber 2.
Not Sombre? Sombre.
Not Sombre. Swampy, first of all. Cool guitar parts. I mean, you could say that about most dry cleaning songs.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really got much more to add to that though. And I'm just going to talk about the next one because there really isn't much to say about it. Very pointless that that's been released as a single.
Well, it's not a single, it's just the B-side.
B-side, isn't it?
Oh, it's an EP, isn't it?
So it's a double A-side, basically.
Oh, it's an EP.
According to it, it's 2 songs. How's that an EP?
Because there's more songs to be released.
Oh,
Swampy EP.
Apple Music coming on with the spoilers.
What the
Don't
fuck?
worry, the only two... There's 2 other songs and they're remixes. Hot Penny Day is a remix and Gary Ashby remix. And then there's a demo called Peanuts. Not to be confused with the word penis, which of course is another name for a willy.
So really it's a B-side, isn't it? Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Although,
based on all that, it's got 2 remixes and a demo. It's a B-side.
I'd call the B-sides the remixes and the demo.
The demo, maybe. I wouldn't say remix. No. Listen, we're getting into semantics here. There's no need.
I'll go with Swampy.
On,
I agree with exactly what Yanni said about the guitar. That is becoming a staple of a dry cleaning track. Would have fit nice on the album.
Don't say.
And I really like the whispered vocals at the end.
Yeah, I think it's a dry cleaning song. You know what to expect. But it's always enjoyable. I always find their songs enjoyable. I always like what Florence does, especially when the way she sings PlayStation 5, and this song is very enjoyable. I'm not going to do it, don't ask. And then Somber 2, yeah, it's a little much of nothingness, but it's pleasant enough again. It's some nice sounds. It kind of rounds off the session.
It's pointless. Completely fucking pointless.
It's got a nice like western, like a miss. There was an old game on the I had it on a PC. It was a Scooby Doo game.
Oh, aye.
But you were in like the Wild West. So imagine those vibes. This song is perfect.
Can you do a Scooby Doo impression for me?
Ready?
Very good. Talking of Scooby Doo, how good was Scooby Doo in the Cyber Chase?
I never played it.
Yes. Very, very good.
I was talking about this in work the other day, and it just unlocked so many memories. What a game!
Yes,
Liam, do yourself a favour, buy it.
It was one I always like. I remember circling it a few times in the Argos catalogue, but I never got it.
No hints were taken.
Unfortunately, not. No. Can I also just add to the Somber 2 one, Yanni? You can maybe think to this a bit. It sounds like it could be on Twin Peaks. I'm thinking maybe the later seasons, if I'm being honest, but
which I haven't seen.
You may get the vibe that I'm going for at least.
Okay, when I approach those seasons, I will let you know.
I've only seen three episodes. Or have you carried on though?
3 episodes. Moving on, BC Camplight, and the song is The Last Rotation of Earth. It needs to be said, the artwork for this I think is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks. Parts of the song were really enjoyable, but there was just something in it, or lacking thereof, that made me not really even want to go back and listen to it. Like, I enjoyed my time with it, but I don't know. Maybe it was just it wasn't the right time for me to listen to it. But yeah, just there was something missing from it, but it was good.
I disagree. I didn't really like this at all. There was some clashy notes. Well, they sounded clashy, but then sometimes when I properly listened, they didn't sound clashy. So I don't know. I was a bit disappointed. I was expecting this to be really good, purely based on the name PC Camplight, because I've heard one of their songs before and I enjoyed it. I can't remember what that's called off the top of my head. I thought it was just a little bit boring. What I will say is the solo was fantastic. I wish it just was like that the whole way through because it was just more interesting.
4 minutes of solo.
Yeah, precisely, yeah. It pricked my little ears up a little bit, and then I started to pay more attention, and it went back to the boring aspect of the song. And I liked the backing vocals at the end that were a bit choiry. They were nice.
Yeah, the chorus at the end is really nice, and that whole outro is real good. Song of the week for me, this.
Oh,
I think
wow.
it's pretty easy to get up there. I think it's not a tough week.
True.
Lemon Twigs, no?
Lemon Twigs.
I prefer this to Lemon Twig song. Yeah.
Wrong.
I preferred last week's Lemon Twig song. Not that they were comparing that, but
of course.
this hooked me in a pleasant way. I very much enjoy it. I love the sounds. From the get go, his voice sounds great. I'm getting some like Bowie vibes in parts, and then like there's just like random stabbing guitars and stuff in places. It's all very, very up my alley.
Oh,
deep. So I might have to listen to some more BC Camplight. I haven't been honest with you guys.
I'll send you the song that I really liked when I find it. Not that I'm sure you're asked, but
no.
yeah. Well,
yeah. Thanks. Thanks for
next up, Feet. Changing My Mind Again is the name of the track. Again. Is this the return of Feet?
I think they're a relatively young band, so are they not?
Yeah. They released an album a few years ago.
Yes. This song sounds too much like something else that I can't think of the name of.
Yeah.
And that just annoyed me.
I agree.
I think it's something that I would have liked about 5 years ago. And I don't know if they've not evolved or if I have matured. So I'll let them ponder on that one.
It's I feel like what they're kind of going for, they nail. Like it could be taken from that period. I'm gonna say like
kind of like the Jam, isn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me. Do you know what it reminds me of? Dancing with Myself.
That might be
Dancing with Myself. Is that Billy Idol?
Yes.
And it also reminds me of Bruce Springsteen's song that I can't put my finger on.
Dancing in the Dark.
Dancing in the Dark with myself. Yeah. I'm dancing with myself in the dark. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the song. I quite enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's one that I'm desperate to go back to or will ever go back to, but I feel like an album that's done as well as this would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
For a one-time listen and a one-time listen only.
Yes. Next up, we have Coach Party with the song Microaggression. I was aware of how this will come across, and it's not what you immediately think, but it's one of these types of songs. I don't mean lyrically, I'm not trying to force an agenda here. I mean like musically, and the way things are sung. It's just, I wasn't really in the mood for it.
Fair. I think I semi-enjoyed it because I think it was just very different to what we'd been listening to this week, and it stood out in that regard. It was, it was a little bit of a banger. The vocals had some oomph, and I liked the screams. It was all right, but again, am I going to come back to it? Probably not.
I agree with your comment, Carl, about it just being a bit different. I think helped it this week. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Yanni, and I agree with what was just a statement. I don't think there was any opinion in that, but I agree with it. And I can't say I love the vocals through the song, but there was some dirty guitar sound in this song, and some interesting parts, and well, not that interesting in terms of like complexity, but they sounded good. I think they did a pretty good job of that. It felt dirty in a good way.
Oh. Next up, 10 tons. Is it 10 tons?
10 tons.
10
With
tonnes.
the song Monday. That's not what I meant. That's to pronounce the word. I just didn't know what it was. With the song Monday Morning. As soon as it started, I thought, have I put on Violent Sun? Because that is the same exact chord, I swear. However, this track is very not exciting.
Yeah. Do you know this is George Ezra's brother?
Oh.
I've seen him live, this guy.
I remember that, yeah.
Supporting George Ezra. I don't remember, really.
Brilliant.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I'd probably remember
that. Describes this song, I think. Pretty pleasant. It's just been done numerous times, hasn't it? Decent enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Do nothing. They're back.
So
and the
they are.
song is Happy Feet.
Stinking
Not
of
the
feet this
film.
week.
I forgot about the voice. But it made itself
very present.
very present
Yeah.
upon first listen. And only listen, in fact. I just did not care.
Exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same. I remember 12, 18 months ago, I was obsessed with Do Nothing. And I recently went back and listened to them songs. And I don't really care about them anymore either.
Yeah.
There's been a complete disconnect where like I feel like I've not even heard them in my life at all.
Yeah, no, me neither. A song came on the other day. I think LeBron James, which is still a slapper. That was a good song. And I was like, oh, I completely forgot about this band.
But yeah, I was listening to Glueland, and I was obsessed with that when that came out. It was just like, it's all right. This is just this is just a snooze fest, in my humble opinion.
Oh,
yeah. I think I enjoy what's going on, and that's the thing that I think would still keep me interested in listening to more from them, upcoming stuff. Is what they're playing's interesting and complex in places, and kind of keeps you going. His voice is weird, but is kind of it fits to the music. But in terms of me like being like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to stick Happy Feet on. No, never going to happen. But I don't know if that's necessarily what I'd ever think of Do Nothing for. But then again, I've not gone back and listened to Glueland. I've not gone back and listened to anything from them. So I guess that speaks volumes, doesn't it?
So many volumes. The last track off this week's Hot for the Press is Shame. And it was a last minute entry with Adderall. And it is a shame because the song is Poop.
Yeah, Poo Poo Platter. Yeah, I was so bored. I couldn't believe it didn't end at the false ending. When it came back in, I was so annoyed. Actively annoyed. I was. This is a quicker fall from grace than that of Nikita Yelovich after the 2011-12 season. If you know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Say no more, Cal.
If you know, you
Honestly,
know.
that's a great analogy, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we believe you. I'm going to be honest, guys. Still sounds shit, okay? And I want to start with that. It still sounds shit. There's something with the mix on these songs. Their headphones weren't plugged in properly or something. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't sound great. I actually enjoyed the song, though. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed where it took
wrong
me.
with your head?
It felt like a real journey. And I'm not going to lie, when this finished, Six Pack came on after it. And I felt like I enjoyed that too. So I don't know if there's just been some sort of
Six
click
pack,
in my
two
brain.
packs, 6 pack, 2 packs, brother.
Yeah. It's bigger, much bigger, brother. 3 times the size. It's something's just clicked, and I enjoyed Six Pack
The
more.
realization that you're getting the vinyl in a couple of days.
Well, yeah, it came with the dispatch email early today.
Yeah.
Maybe that helped. No, but genuinely, this song I thought was pretty good. It's nothing near Jungtang Pink. Like lyrically, it's completely different as kind of the realization I had. They're not going for the kind of storytelling that was in Jungtang Pink.
All the good songs by the sounds of it.
But I still enjoyed it. Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest.
That's the main thing. I'm happy for you. I wish I felt like that, but I don't.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.